Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and happy August. Happy August. Happy August. It's August. Happy August. Some of you guys may know, some of you guys may not know. August is my mama's birthday month. So happy my mama's birthday month. And mom, if you're watching this, happy birthday. In today's video, we're gonna go over my August TBR and my reading goals for the month. So if you'd like to hear it, here it goes. So if you saw my wrap-up video for July earlier this week, then you know that I did not get a lot of reading done last month. And I'm not beating myself up about that no more. Oh well, life was happening, okay? Life was lifing. And because life was lifing, I looked at my reading goal on Goodreads, and I'm like 5 books behind. Because these last few months I've just been like dilly-dallying apparently. So I changed my reading goal from like 65 books to 50 books, I believe. And it hurt my feelings. I had to be real with myself about it. But I mean, who knows? God willing and the creek don't rise, I will still get 65 books done. But I just wanted to like lessen my load, so that I can at least meet some sort of reading goal this year. With that said, this month, in this TBR, you may see some books from last month, some books that I started and did not finish. Don't judge me, okay? I am human and I got a lot of stuff going on. My life is lifing. Being an adult is ghetto and nobody told me. And when I was a kid, I was doing a whole bunch of rushing to get to this point when really all I want to do is like have a little reading nook with all of my books and read all of the time. That's it. But anyway, now let's get into the video. First on the list for this month, we have The Deep by River Solomon. I believe I read this synopsis to you guys last month. It's small. I'm really going to try to read this month. Don't fall, things. I'm sorry. I talk to inanimate objects all the time. Next we have Butter Honey Pig Bread by Francesca Ekwuyasi. I believe that's how you pronounce it. If I'm butchering that, I apologize. This one I've been wanting to read ever since I saw the cover and saw the synopsis. So it says that it is the interwoven stories of 3 Nigerian women, Kambiranachi, and her twin daughters, Kehinde and Tayi. We're going to call her Cam so that I'm not butchering this name. But Cam believes that she is a spirit that plagues a family with grief by dying repeatedly in childhood and being reborn. Cam's fears the consequences of her defiant decision to stay alive. Her worst fears come true when Kehinde experiences a devastating childhood trauma that fractures the family in seemingly irreversible ways. So this seems like it's intergenerational, which I like, and it has some like mythical vibes to it, with her feeling like she's this evil spirit and how it affects her family. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one. It's 300 plus pages, which is like good enough for me. Then we have The Sweetness of Water by Nathan Harris. I started this last month, didn't get a chance to finish it. I'm up to chapter 3, and it's quite interesting to me. Takes place after the Civil War. 2 slaves that ran away that are now free are in the woods, and they kind of make friends with their owner's neighbor. So there's a bunch of other aspects to the story that I haven't necessarily gotten to yet, but I've heard really good things about it, so I do plan on reading and finishing that. Now, this next one, The Paper Palace. I read the synopsis of this one and ran to the bookstore. Did I post that vlog? Maybe I didn't post that blog, but side note. So when I went to go get this book, it was raining, right? Like it was when Hurricane, was it Elsa? Maybe it was Elsa. And it wasn't even full on Hurricane Elsa. It was like she sent her people to scope the place out first. And I went to the Barnes & Nobles because it's the closest bookstore to me. Not because I didn't want to go to a local bookstore, but because it was the closest bookstore to me. Okay? And it took me like an hour and a half to get home. A 10-minute drive took me an hour and a half because everywhere in my town was flooded. This book better be good. Okay? This book better be good. The synopsis sounded good. I'm going to read it to you. So this is by Miranda Cowley Heller. So it says, before anyone else is awake, on a perfect August morning, hey, it's August, Elle Bishop heads out for a swim in the freshwater pond below the Paper Palace, the gently decaying set of cabins in the backwoods of Cape Cod, where her family has spent every summer for generations. As she passes the house, Elle glances through the screen porch at an uncleared table from the dinner the previous evening. Empty wine glasses, candle wax on the tablecloth, echoes of laughter of family and friends. Then she dives beneath the surface of the pond and recalls what else happened last night. The secret, passionate encounter with her childhood soulmate out behind the house as Elle's husband and mother chatted to guests inside. So begins a story that unfolds over 24 hours across 50 years as decades of family legacies, love, lies, secrets, and one unspeakable incident from her childhood lead Elle to the precipice of a life-changing decision. Over the course of this day, Elle will have to decide between the world she has made with her much-loved husband, Peter, and the life she's always imagined would be hers with her childhood love, Jonas, if a tragic event had not forever changed the course of their lives. Spellbinding and surprising, The Paper Palace brilliantly illuminates the tensions between desire and safety and the legacy of tragedy and the crimes and misdemeanors of families. Okay, sound about messy as a rib sandwich. That sound just, I was like, girl, just in the back of the house with your husband and them and your mama's in the house too. That's that book better be good, because I feel like I had to swim home after I bought that book. Even though I was driving in the car, I felt like I swam home. I felt like I swam, okay, in murky flood water to get that book. So that if it's not good, Miss Miranda and I gonna have to sit down. She run me my coin back or something. Something is going to happen. So I really hope that's good. And then you guys know that technically I have 2 book clubs. So there's Shelby in the book club. Hey, y'all. And then there is the Patreon book club. You should definitely join the Patreon if you have not. Shameless plug. The link is below. And here are some reasons why you should join the Patreon if you haven't. One is only $10 a month. Okay? $10. Nothing crazy. Then there is a podcast that is on there that is only on the Patreon. You cannot hear the show be in the podcast anywhere else. We have a book club. We also have Zoom meetings every month to talk about the books and just to hang out. So come and join us. I also post other content on there, and I'm working on some other new stuff. Also, when I drop new merch, which I did recently, they get to shop first before anybody else. So those are just some of the perks. You should go check it out. The link is down below. So this month for August, there isn't going to be, oddly enough, there isn't going to be a book for the Patreon book club because I have so much going on. Some stuff that I'm working on that the Patreon people know about, everybody else doesn't necessarily know about. So as working, okay. But that might change depending on how fast I can get some stuff up and running. So we'll see about that. I don't know. We'll see. But the Show Me in the Book Club, this month we are reading The Cutting Season by Attica Locke. Excuse me. I've been looking for thriller by Black women like all year. So this came up and I definitely wanted to read it. It sounds really good. And a few people have told me that they've read other Attica Locke books that they absolutely love. So I'm super excited about reading this. So let's say Karen Gray manages Louisiana's stately Bellevue, an antebellum plantation turned tourist attraction, which, let's pause there for a second. Why white people be getting married on plantations? Do we not know what happened there? Do we not care? Is it because, you know, the way that my mind works, right, is there are probably ghosts on a plantation, if not anywhere else. They are definitely on a plantation, and they are most likely angry. I don't think I want that energy on my wedding day. So just, you know, food for thought. Antebellum plantation turned tourist attraction where the past and the present coexist uneasily. See, the past and the present, that's because my ancestors are probably in that plantation house knocking shit over. Okay, that's probably what's happening. Anyway, outside the gates, an Ambition Corporation snaps up sugarcane fields from struggling families, replacing local employees with illegal laborers. Tensions mount when a female migrant worker is found in a shallow grave on the edge of the plantation property, her throat cut clean through. As the sheriff's department zeroes in on a suspect, Karen suspects the police are chasing the wrong leads. Putting herself at risk, she unearths startling secrets about the long ago disappearance of a former slave that has unsettling ties to the current murder. Secrets that a desperate killer will stop at nothing to keep buried. Taut, hauntingly resonant, and beautifully written, The Cutting Season is a thoughtful meditation on how America reckons its past with its future. This sounds really good. I'm really, really, really excited to read that one. So that is pretty much how many books was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 books for this month. I'm probably going to try to listen to at least one of them just to be able to multitask a little bit better while I'm working and so on and so forth. But those are my goals for the month. So in the comments, let me know what your goals are for the month. I would very much like to know, because y'all know I'm always looking for new books to buy. Oh, there's something else. I don't know that we not gonna say that I'm gonna read this month, but I do want to read it. The Removed, I feel like I showed y'all. Yeah, I did. This was in a video. This was really interesting, and it's kind of been on my mind, so we might add that in there. So 5 books this month. 5 books. I'm gonna read 5 books this month. I'm gonna hold myself to it. I have a lot more free time on my hands lately. So yeah, those are my goals. So like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys are reading. If you guys are interested in needing any of these, and if you plan to pick them up, let me know. And yeah, that is all for this video. If no one has told you today, I love you. I love you so much. You're so kind, and you're so cute and beautiful and smart and important. I love you. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, guys.